Temperature is 39, feels like it's 27. Wind coming and going. Had some light sprinkles earlier on. Kene Wangu, who ran back the kickoff the first time that the dangerous one is ready to receive. Andy Baragalis, a rookie out of Miami, drafted in the 6th. Williams, as they went away from Wangu, and Williams, who had a punt return for a touchdown last week, takes it back to the 29-yard line. Terrible lately.
I was going to say the same thing. It's maybe a message being sent that, hey, I believe very difficult game for him and the offense. They won the game thanks to special teams. But interesting decision here early in the game.
They're minus Garrett Wilson, their top receiver. Knee injury, he is out. And the first play, Taylor, the #1 tight end, Robert Spillane makes the stop.
You know, I've known Justin Fields, watched him play in college at Ohio State, but it's not about physical talent. This guy, when you get on the field pregame tonight, this guy can spin it with anybody together.
2nd and 4. They run it, this time with Hall, and he'll get stopped. Going to put it down a little bit shy, and it's going to be 3rd and inches.
Now, I think one area that's been the silver lining, they're 4th in the league and being able to run the ball. And, of course, the Patriots, they've been the best in the league.
3rd and inches. Toss it back here to Holt. First down at their own 37-yard line.
Love the call where you have option off of this man right here. Come off the end man. You're talking about Breece Hall. It's just a foot race for him to be able to get around the corner. There's Chase on because he...
From the 48. After an 11-yard gain. After a gain of 7. Harold Landry was right there to make sure he went no farther. 2nd down.
And that back. And Justin Fields is trying to get back into a flow, regain his confidence as a passer. You want him. And, you know, if he runs on design runs, that's one thing. But he cannot get out of the pocket tonight against his Patriots defense.
And now stopped at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 4. Also, right now, in effect, the de facto defensive coordinator.
Yeah, he's been around Mike Vrabel, so he's been around him, understands his culture and his defensive mind, and really good play there by
State Cancer. And he right now is not with the team, so he takes over to score. Meanwhile, here goes Field.
They caught him in man coverage, and this is where you got to spy on him. When you get the receivers going here, watch the response by the defense. Who's there to spy him? Usually you're going to have a linebacker, maybe even a safety down, expecting the potential scramble, get out and find space to pick up 1st down yardage.
Meanwhile, that's Milton Williams, came over from the Eagles. Fields again. Fields is inside the 30, forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line.
Milton Williams, let's see what happened to him. It's like maybe friendly fire there with Christian Barmore. Yeah, he's going to check him out. That's a big loss for now. Hopefully he'll be able to come back. But again, I love this design.
Hall. Short gain. So they have a 3rd down. Jets have already picked. Tanner Engstrand goes back a ways with Aaron Tilt. Yeah, the first drive tonight looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks good. And, you know, he was at Detroit last year with Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson obviously goes to Jets offense.
Running back is Isaiah Davis. The play clock's at 1. And
a lot of communication there with Fields and the offensive line. Everybody getting on the same page. Heck of a block by him out. Sets it up. Nice little crease there in the middle, right into the teeth of that defense for another conversion on 3rd.
Second-year man out of South Dakota State. It'll be 2nd and 6.
How about these 3rd down conversions? Look, and they've had success on 1st and 10, and they've been mixing up the looks here. And Fields' legs has been a big part in the entire NFL.
10 plays, 9 runs, just 1 pass. He's going to come back the other way, throw, and it's incomplete. Try to get it back to Fields. Covered by Chase.
Become a big story this year. Known for his ability to rush the quarterback, but does a good job of using his eyes. He sees the threat of potential, finds the ball just enough there to be able to affect Fields, who's a great athlete and more than capable of making that catch.
Davis in the backfield with Fields. And on a 3rd of Aaron Glenn, who may have called a timeout beforehand. There it is.
Yeah, that's why he's from miscommunication. He got it in before that ball got snapped. It's such a big 3rd down here and such a great drive to open. Well, they had really good operation, you know, just attacking.
Meanwhile, May just has to sit and wait. He's already waited 6 minutes and 40 seconds. Again, the first downs. Run 9 runs and 2 passes.
And they're
third down 6. Mitchell, who came over in the trade that sent Sauce Gardner to Indianapolis, makes the grab here.
A little flat, confident with that throw, gets back, really good vision, easy pass here, and this is what you really miss if you're a Jets fan. 205 makes a great route, and he's rewarded with a nice throw.
About the 4-yard line, halfway through the quarter, second down and goal.
I mean, you could not have drawn up a football and keep Drake May on the sideline. Aaron Glenn knew what he was doing, right? When he said, we'll take the ball. I think he surprised a lot of people. All this work, you don't want to settle for a field goal. It's the 14th play of the drive.
Well, the 28th ranked offense working against Store. Got around Harold Landry, gets to the end zone, and the New York on the ground to take the early lead.
Now, you love this. It's a zone read. He misreads this. He should have been the end man on the line of scrimmage, Harold Landry. If he commits down, you pull it instead. He doesn't, and you still have.
He's not missed a single kick this season. Now he's 13 for 13 on extra points, 19. Last year he was not out of football. He was with Cleveland and hanging around with Kevin Stefanski and learning. And what a job he has done turning everything around as the kick is fielded at the 9-yard line by Austin McNamara. And they'll start with Drake May, who is second in the. And right now, he and Matthew Stafford are like 1-2 in all of the polls to determine who would be the
field superstar. You heard just when he jogged on the field, the whole stadium erupted just to see number 10.
He rolls, throws, it's caught, but no gain there for Hunter Henry, the tight end. Stopped to the line of scrimmage, but
able to show in Josh McDaniels, who's taken over as the play caller and offensive coordinator, decision making, accurate, not just when he runs, but after he makes throws, really has won over his teammates. They believe in him.
Protection is good, pass is good, and to the 39-yard line goes Stephon Diggs, and a flag. And now Lynette will tell us about the first penalty of the night.
If it came in well after this by Brownlee.
27 of defense.
Malachi Moore is the rookie from Alabama, 27.
A wrestler. I mean, to make a move like that, what do you think?
Number 29.
There he goes.
No, Aaron Glenn he is not even blinking by the start of their season at 2-7. He has his team engaged.
7 yards past the line of scrimmage by Brandon Stevens. He had 2 long runs for touchdowns last.
Get in just in time to get Tony Adams, and just by it doesn't always have to be a big physical block.
2nd and 3. Henry in motion. Fake it to him. Hurt, missing his 3rd straight game. So Henderson, rookie out of Ohio State, drafted in the 2nd.
Get more carries, gain some confidence. You saw last week against Tampa, you mentioned 147 yards, the 2 big runs. To believe for yourself, and they really think he's taken some steps.
3rd down and 5. And of course the crowd wants Vrabel to go for it on 4th and 2.
This Jets defense is flying downhill. Josh McDaniels just taking notes, every different formation.
The 2. Got it.
What a route here by Pop Douglas. He started him outside, motioned him in, knew that he had man, covered down inside, then pivot, go back out. Great separation, and there's the accuracies you'd expect from Drake May to keep.
All short passes, total of 18 yards. Changing the play. You know, Henderson's become kind of, at least last week, he was all or nothing. He had the 2 long drives.
As he gets more reps, you're going to see he can be I think he's a 3-down back in the NFL. You know, I don't think he's your Daniel scheme. This guy can run between the tackles. He can catch the ball out of the backfield, and obviously he can bounce it outside.
May takes off, and May will slide to a stop. just inside the.
We've never really seen him have a quarterback that can do what you just saw. And he didn't get the first down, but instead of throwing it away, probably about 6 or 7 yards there, so it gives him a much better chance and an easier play call on 3rd and 3.
To the outside, that's caught. Another first down. So a lot of short throws like this. Well, yeah, Tom Brady was not like this.
I'm talking about the feet. I'm not talking about all that.
Oh, yeah.
May can get to May, because if not, there's a huge advantage with Diggs and these receivers against this.
9-yard pickup here for Henderson.
See, that's what I'm talking about, Al. Dude, holding on to the ball and then bang, delivers the blow, and that's who he is. You know, he's fast, he's explosive here, safety.
11th play of the drive. 5 runs, 5 passes. Brownlee is there to stop him. 3rd down, 3rd and 1.
And, of course, the 2 rookies on the left side with Will Campbell and Jared Wilson. They seem to be gelling every single.
Diggs sets up in the slot to the left. Take the clock all the way down. Change ends of the field. It'll be 3rd and 1 when we return. 95 in the backfield is the fullback. Henderson is the running back. Can they keep the drive going? 6-yard line. It's going to be 1st down and goal.
Not only do you have Tonga in there, you got another offensive lineman, Ben Brown, to open up this hole on Jermaine Johnson. Blows that up right there. Let's see. Good job also by
the drive after the Jets scored on a 14-play drive. Flip it back here, turning it.
Clemens miss. He's right there. No one blocked him. Gets underneath him. Watch 72. Nobody touches. Gets behind him. Bunch of semi trucks just push him across the goal line for a touchdown. I tell you, that kid.
Borregales for the extra point, which is good. So both teams march all early in the second. What is it? It's week 11. I know that. The run back here by Wangu, and the Jets take over at that.
3rd down conversion there with Breece Hall against man coverage. Fields, of course, we know what he can do. Nobody's spying him, so getting in on the zone read. Doesn't read it right, but the speed to be able to make up for it, get to the corner to finish off that opening drive for it.
On the ground. 1-yard pickup there for Hall.
No, he's got his helmet on, gritting his teeth, looking like he's ready to run back out there. We saw him leave the field during the Jets ankle, and that he would be questionable to return. He's come out and tested it out, but not back on the field yet.
Yeah, he's ready to go. Agent Beal. For the moment, Eric Gregory takes his place, number 55. Then the pass is the first.
That's been the story. There's Milton Williams coming back out on his 3rd down and long. A lot of the 3rd downs on that opening drop. 1st and 10. Not the story here to open up this second series. He's going to take off.
Williams, 97, back in. They rush an extra man. The pass is caught, but short of the converge on the tackle, and comes the punt crew.
Really good job of mixing up the looks for Fields, and they saw the ball in front of them and then rallying to it to keep him short of that 1st down.
Punter is Austin McNamara. Jones calling for a fair catch. And extracurricular stuff happening. No flag. Zone man pushed into him. A little ode to Drake May, high above the area with football, baseball, everything. Celtics. Bruins had their moment as well. Meanwhile, they're Henry, just like that. Pickup of 24.
You got a fullback, and they come up expecting run. Nice job of layering it right over top of the linebacker, Quincy Williams. Great call. Those linebackers are flying downhill. Good way to slow them down with that play action pass.
May is 6 of 6. Henderson's been the workhorse tonight. Henderson has now carried already 8 times for 29 yards and a touchdown.
Or super competitive, always trying to compete with his older brothers and everything. Golf, ping pong, football. Dad, by the way, Mark, was a 2-year starter at North Carolina as a quarterback himself. So grew up in a very athletic family.
Carries here. Stopped after a pickup of 1 by Quincy Williams.
Brothers was a pitcher for Florida, and he won the national championship as well. So, and you know what's great about having 3 older brothers? Why are you doing this? Why, just being older brothers, you know, kind of keeping him grounded. Not that he needs it. He's one of them.
Protection good. Steps up in the pocket. Throws. First down.
They get into the red zone. They're in 3rd down. Josh McDaniel likes to look up Hunter Henry and Stephon. And I love the poise in that pocket. You know, he's been sacked a bunch. 35 times. It's 31st in the...
Only Cam Ward of Tennessee has been sacked more. Ernest Johnson, the ball carrier, to the field to Kaylee.
Well, guys, Will Campbell made a strong statement moments after he was into their pairing. Campbell says May has made blocking for him fun. From the way May has built a relationship with the entire team.
He is the 4th overall pick in the draft out of LSU. Under pressure, gets away, fires, that's caught inside the 30 to the 26 yards.
And again, there's the poise. So the 23-year-old in his 2nd year, and trust a lot job of just the pocket awareness, and eventually he finds that big hole right in the middle of that defense. But he's made a lot of big receptions this year as well, having one of his best years of his career.
9th season. Side he goes right along the sidelines. Flag is thrown. Hollins is there for the grab, but completely away from the play.
Yeah, they got Tony Adams here, I'm guessing, on Hunter Henry, 85. 20.
Both penalties are declined. The goal of play is a first down.
Adams and Brownlee both.
Nothing fancy. He doesn't out and up, but Stevens, for whatever reason, gets off of him. Eyes in the backfield. Nobody stays with Mack. He's in, but a bust there on the back end by Stevens, the corner, in coverage.
Comes in as an eligible offensive lineman to the outside, and Penny, 2 touchdowns for him.
I mean, it's easy to look at what Henderson does, how electrifying he can be, how physical and how he runs. Comes from the backside to get a good kick-out block.
And after the Jets took an early 7-0 lead, back come the Pepper Gillette. Tonight, so obviously, long time the brand new GM. Putting all of his eggs in one basket. See if they get the people they most need. The 11-yard line. Wandu, trade away good players like that. You get draft capital. You're asking your fans to be patient.
Brutal.
Joe Namath. Well, that's been the issue with this team through the years.
Well, the question is, what do you act next year? Do you make a move through free agency? Do you go through the draft next year? Do you wait? Because to be candid, do it out. And so you're looking at the following year being a huge year. So do you go for a stopgap in other areas to get stronger and then go for the home run potential in 27? Maybe it's going to come out this year. He hasn't announced anything. My guess would be he'll come back to college for 1 more year. So he might be the guy in here.
Personnel guys should check with you.
They should.
You see more college football than anybody. 2nd down and 5 here. 3 yards shy of the first down. Catch made by Jeremy Ruckert, the tight end. Tavai in on the stop. Under
bag. It's easy to take shots at him. You know, this is a quarterback that I've seen executed at an elite level, and because the pieces around him. But again, I just want to reiterate, make no mistake, the physical ability is elite.
There's last year with Pittsburgh, going deep down the left sideline, and it's incomplete.
I think that ball got in there. This is why you bring Mitchell in. He's an X that can go downfield and make plays. Aaron Glenn Sieg, and I think that ball might have gone through his hands. Yeah, that's a drop. That ball is perfectly thrown over the.
Fair catch is called for. Made this time at the 15 by Marcus Jones. 6-0 Burrows, who directed all of the TV shows through the years. Best sitcom director of all. 5-yard pickup here for Henderson. So May right now is 10 for 10 and over 100 yards.
Answers for Drake May. You know, he looks like a guy pre-snap that knows where to go with the ball. He has answers. If that first plays this year of 20 yards or more, that's second in the entire NFL.
First down to Mac Hollins. You're so right. I mean, he looks like a guy who's in his 8th, 9th. Has to talk to him for the first time the other day. Articulate, measured. He's got it all together.
Yeah, he does. But he plays with great poise. And I think that when you see a quarterback that has calm eyes, it's because he
under control. Henderson here.
The other thing that Josh, I talked to him last night, he told me, he said, you know, we give him but, you know, identifying the mic, you know, are they in 1 high or 2 high? Are they playing us if we're in 11 personnel? All these different things. He's looking into that defense, and he's getting this offense into the right play based on the look that he's seeing.
Quincy Williams took care of Henderson, stopping him for no gain. 3rd down.
And then impressive with Quincy Williams to get downhill. We got to be able to count on you. And instead of pouting, you know, not only did he lose his brother, then he gets benched, along with 44 Sherwood flying downhill, making plays tonight.
An incomplete, that's Diggs. And Diggs is hurt. So Diggs couldn't handle it.
76 offense. Penalties decline. 4th down.
It's on Morgan Moses. They declined the penalty, and it's 4th down.
Out. You got right across from him. You got to chip Will McDonald to slow him down. And then you go out, you know, settling into the zone. He's coming across to chase that ball down in front of him.
Flag is thrown. You can see it up at the 31-yard line, which is where the run back ends.
Ten-yard penalty from the end of the kick.
Yards and puts a touchdown on the board. Since then, it's been relatively quiet. Mitchell misses a little over 3 minutes to go in the half. What kind of approach do they have here with Fields and his offense?
His way out past the 10 to the 13-yard line. 2nd down, stopped by Corey Durden.
With Terrell Williams, Zach Kerr has stepped in as the inside linebacker coach. He's calling a defense. Never has done that. Never has called the defense, and really the entire defensive staff. He'd be the first one to tell you that. But has a defense that's playing very, very aggressively.
2-yard gain here, setting up 3rd and short. Kaylee?
Guys, Zach Kerr is a natural defensive caller, and that stepped into this role. And Spillane told me he's been impressed with how well Kerr's transitioned in such unexpected circumstances. His defense to look like.
Yeah, that defense is 6th in points allowed. Vast improvement. They let the clock run down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to halftime with New England looking for 5. Yes. We're in Houston. 3rd down and 2. 2 minutes to the half. Spin around. Couldn't haul it in. And the Patriots will get the ball.
They had him. It's a well-designed play. Mitchell kind of working with Tyler Johnson. Nice job for a guy that's only been there for a little over a week. And the ball's just...
So the Patriots will get the ball. Floating kick will be fair. Stadium in Foxborough in 30 seconds.
And so it begins.
Watch the biggest shows all in one place.
Whether it's the offense coming over or the defense coming over, just last time it was working with more this culture around.
Made it work from the 41.
Or a timeout.
12 men in formation on defense. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
I think a late adjustment to the personnel grouping. You can see they're trying to get him off, but the response.
So it's 1st down and 5. At the 1-yard pickup here. And Henderson doing
3 timeouts. That's why you run the football after the 12 men on the field to get you the 5 yards. They'll start to pick up the end of the half. He worked it all the way down to the final few seconds and converted on the 4th down for a touchdown.
Stiggers. The flag is thrown.
Yeah, you got a holding. There's the battle we wanted to watch. The rookie will off in speed upfield in a bend, and he gets the best of them, gets them to the outside, and that left. So they favorable down and distance now behind the sticks.
2nd and 14. That's the Patriots first caught. And after the 45 goes Henderson. McDonald put the pressure on that time.
Yeah, I mean, again, they have all 3 of these timeouts. Now they're just going to go a little bit of tempo, see if they can pick this first down up, and then I think you'll hurt first before they start using their timeouts.
For sure. 3rd and 6. And another flag is thrown. The man who was benched last week came out like a rock.
Contact, number
Legal
21
contact.
Defense, 5-yard penalty.
So instead of the sack and to get, probably the end of the drive, come up with a couple plays, looks like you're going to get the Patriots off the field, and then Brandon Stevens locks up new set of downs, and all 3 timeouts still.
Ball at the 50. It is almost picked and incomplete. Stiggers is back there. You had Tony, first touchdown of his career on a 72-yard reception.
And now he puts so much air onto this, he's a bit lash.
Will be a 2nd and 10 from the 50-yard line. Joshua Taylor recently picked up from
Carter being traded. Thomas down with an injury.
May called a timeout with 13 seconds. So the Jets almost had an interception.
Goosehead.
None. You know how many takeaways they've had all year? 1. And where'd they have it? In London.
That's hard to do if you think about it.
One takeaway?
9 games.
9 and
fewest in NFL history. Jermaine Johnson. I mean, usually with pass rushers like that, you're going to force a quarterback to throw it, been able to style football they want to play. As defense, special teams, and turnover margin, they're just not able to get that going.
A gain of 13, well within field goal range right now, and time to get another playoff.
Our game of him. So right at the line of scrimmage, he's beaten. He took a chance, rolled the dice, knew that they wanted a quick throw there to be able to get that first down, and now they've got yardage that they needed to be able to get a field goal. If they end up 9 seconds, you got a timeout left. They're still thinking about trying to take a shot.
Instead, they're just going to move 3 seconds. In comes the field goal group to try to make it 17-7 at the half.
Vrabel probably thinking about the long play there. Get to 3 here. I thought they might take a shot, come up with points again. So makes some sense.
Andy Borregales picked a 2-yard game winner against Buffalo when they went into Orchard Park and knocked off.
Mooney's out there.
I like him a lot. Fan.
Yeah, they look great.
What do they call them? The nor'easters. They're good though. They're clean and simple. Sometimes we'll see uniforms where you can't see the marketing.
Yeah, exactly. Going on everywhere.
Yeah. Is no good. So at the half, and we go to Kelly.
Your offense looks.
3rd downs, they were 4 for 4. Since that opening drive, 3 drives, all 3 3 and outs. Been put away after that opening drive. They've just not been able to put anything together.
McNamara. And out at about the 35 moments ago. Keeley down on the field with Aaron Glenn.
Thing is, there were some open passes that we had that we dropped. I mean, Justin picked one on the deep ball that we got in the catch. We haven't even played our best, so now we're going to turn it up, play our best, and we'll be just fine.
Your defense is heading back onto the field. What are your priorities?
All right, let's see if they get a stop on this first series here. Stephon Diggs makes the catch on the outside. Gain of 3.
Once they are, they have an ability to, if you're going to take away the run, they're going to throw. If you're going to sit back, they've had 18 in the gun. It's just a lot of different looks. And you got a quarterback that I think.
With that there intended for Kyle Williams. Incomplete. 3rd down and 7.
They have a lot of speed last week, 72-yarder, but it was more of a catch and a run. Here they're trying to hit him one-on-one against Stevens. Here for the Jets defense in this 3rd down. They're going to bring some heat.
Stopped short of the first down. So the ball a little shy of the 44-yard line.
Is coming in.
Now they back off. They'll huddle.
You know, they're not throwing the ball. Oh, they waved it off incomplete. I think they're going to pick it up, bring it back. Yeah, ball moves.
Yes, Terry McCauley, our man, agrees with that. So that'll bring it back.
14-17 on the game clock.
Well, Aaron Glenn just told Kaylee, got to get a stop. And so Barringer will punt. Isaiah Williams ran one back. Nice run back out to the 33. And from there will Fields and the Jets.
Running the football a lot. And one thing about Breece Hall, I think he's one of the more underrated backs in the NFL. Last week, and he's thick, strong lower half. I mean, he's able to run through a lot of arm tackles. He's healthy finally, which is great to see. It's the #1 rush defense would go a long way in determining who's going to win this game. And after that opening drive, the
gain of 7 here. You saw that 42 receiving yards for Hall last week. That came on one screen pass.
Right now in the passing game, a little tempo here.
No huddle. 2nd down, 3. Put forward progress for the first down when they spotted. Tackled there by Barmore.
And we just talked about him when they came back out on your Tanner Ingsgrand. You got to think about going back to what worked in that opening drive, which was some handoffs. Fields got out on some scrambles. His legs were obviously a big factor on that opening series.
He's knocked out of bounds.
That time, easier read for him. Barmore, who's right here, he's going to get a block there by 85. Mason Taylor, the rookie out of LSU, and that's right on cue. Talking about, then you can mix in some play action. You get their eyes on 7, make them worry about his legs, and that's when you can get your pass. Just adjustment they're making here.
Rolling, moving.
I think they'll get him for grounding here. There's no one near him. They're going to bring that flag out.
Alanek calling the game.
Set for grounding, number 7 offense. There are no receivers in the area of the pass. Quarterback is still
on chasing.
Why you like to see what he's trying to do here. You know, he wants to get rid of the football there at his feet. If you're just trying to get rid of it, jump and throw it as far as you can off to the left towards your.
So Vrabel gets that call. Fields now.
Well, yeah,
Terry,
Kirk,
was he outside of the pocket there?
He absolutely gets outside the pocket. We showed it with our little
right there,
not intentional grounding here.
Okay.
Right, from the 44-yard line, 2nd down and 20.
He was right on the line, and then by the time he threw it, he was back inside. But Terry brings up but because of that, you get way behind the sticks, and now it's 3rd and forever.
9-yard line. Territory, Isaiah Williams to the 48, tackled there by Christian Gonzalez. Now we have another flag.
Tipman, 66.
after the play was over. The down counts. It's 4th down.
And he's just trying to make a hustle play, and he ends up in there. Now he's on his back, and that's well after the whistle. So a couple blunders by the Jets. Had zone read, get him up near midfield, cross midfield, and now they're way back at their own 36-yard line on this punt.
Marcus Jones standing back at his 15, kicking ball. Kick. Jones calls for and makes the fair catch at the 31-yard line. England trying to get to 9-2, trying to make it 8 straight. Point. Now he's 16 of 20. Leaping catch made by Mac Hollins for a first down.
Buys the linebacker, and it gives him a window to be able to go up and over Hunter Henry. And what a eat up that safety. And that frees up for him to be able to go up and over. But man, 6'4" and climb the ladder to make that.
9 seasons, gain of 2 here. 2nd down and 8.
Big collision that time. That was Quincy Williams. You'd expect from an Aaron Glenn defense. Steve Wilkes, linebackers getting downhill, trying to take away this.
Hits
the open man and Stiggs inside the 30. Another big gainer for a first down tackle there by.
Because you're going to get pressure from both of the ends, and he steps up cleanly. And it's not just that he steps up. Here's the rookie, Will Campbell, going up against a really good pass rusher, pushes him up and away at intermediate level.
Rolling right, and then great improvisation.
You better get used to it. Not only in the AFC, that's like a Josh Allen move or a Patrick Mahomes move, where he runs almost out of bounds, and then the defense.
MVP chant. He's heard a few already this season. Back to Henderson. To the 6-yard line. He goes. Big of a 5.
But I just think it's the entire operation that Josh McDaniels has. Keep in mind, 2 rookies on that list. Mac Hollins, Booty when he's out here, Kyle Williams, Pop Douglas, the tight ends, Hunter Henry. That
Fake throws, open, caught, touchdown. The hat trick for Henderson. 3.5 minutes to go, 69 in 6 plays.
And in a lot of these plays were like this. 2 defenders take digs, and it leaves a wide open Trevion Henderson, who leaks out of the backfield. Really good job at not forcing that into his, probably his develop, made an accurate throw with a good decision.
Andy Barragalis for the extra points, and that's 6 touchdowns this season, ESPN. So we've come full circle.
How about that? The last one, and
part of the crew. This kickoff will go into the end zone and touchback. It was the end of an era. It was Monday night would continue on, but
different.
John was going to NBC and Fred Vrabel. How about Mike Vrabel scoring a touchdown? So Mike was a linebacker, as anybody who follows football knew. But 10 during the regular season, 2 in postseason in the Super Bowl, and 1 pick 6.
Yeah.
His team up by 14 now. And Fields throws it up to
Vrabes and say, hey, man, I'm happy to block, but you scored a couple touchdowns. You mind throwing me the ball? Said it might be coming.
It could be.
Throw him a bone.
Over the middle, caught once again.
Offensive line with Justin Fields and with the receivers to get down 14 and get into obvious passing situation. One-dimensional.
Fields will take it himself. Get wrapped up just outside the 40 by Craig Wills.
Is really comfortable. He's got 7 carries now in the game. I thought he might carry it around 10 times between.
Second and 4. To the outside goes this pass. This is John Mechie. Came over in a deep.
And you can start to go back and have some misdirection. Get the ball thrown. He started, kind of looks like he was going to. First time we've had a chance to call his name. And there's Chase on. Looks like he's limping a bit, but hopefully will come.
Anthony Jennings coming in to take his spot, at least for the moment. Rolling left, throwing, caught. Garrett Wilson, their #1 receiver. But it's almost a 2-to-1 ratio running to.
Yeah, and again, that's kind of been who they have been most of the year. Fields tonight, his longest completion successfully downfield. It allows defenses to crowd the line of scrimmage against the run game and against the quick throws.
It's out of bounds. Picking up the first.
Well, here they are responding. I mean, they're moving the ball down. Here they put together a good sequence of plays, and now that they're close to that 25-yard line, the way Drake May and the offense for the Patriots is playing, you'd have to think they need to respond here with some points.
Isaiah Williams, he takes the handoff, gets to the 21-yard line.
Downfield to prevent teams from just expecting every time he hands it off to Breece Hall, Donnelly, to try to eventually create some vertical seams to be able to get back to that run game, but it's hard.
Chason is back in the game for New England. Fields fires over the middle, and that's incomplete. Mitchell to this point has simply caught 1 pass on 5 targets.
They brought the blitz, and they do the lane who was blitzing, and it's right through his hands. Again, I know he's new. He hadn't been here long, but if he's able to squeeze it and make a catch.
He's the guy who came along with those draft picks. Fields slides away. Throwing. Wide open. Touchdown to John Mechie. 2 yards. Finds the open man. It's a one-score game.
And Craig Woodson, they played man. They brought the, comes over. You'll see him come into the screen right there, 31. Okay, now he's in position, man-to-man, and right there just loses his footing and potentially get it within 7 here if the extra point is good.
Yep. Nick Folk. Nice perfect. Jets hanging in. Down by 7 in Foxborough. The Bills just trying to keep pace with New England, trailing by a game and a half
this season to start. And, you know, at any point, Josh Allen and the Bills can catch fire and get this thing going in the right direction. But going,
important game, obviously, for the Texans as well. In the AFC, close to the 30-yard line.
Let's take a look at our next-gen stats powered by AWS. The battle between the rookie Will Campbell. He did have 4 chipped opportunities to get a little bit of help. 1 holding penalty, but for the most part, a week ago against the Browns.
All right, as this drive commences from the 28-yard line.
Holding on Jake Westover. You know, without Austin Hooper tonight, they've had to play the fullback. We'll hear analysts talk about 12 personnel, which means 1 running back, 2 tight ends. They've been showing that a lot lately with Hooper and Henry and the 1 tight end. And this is the hold right here on Westover.
It's only the 2nd penalty tonight. The 20. May protected well. May going deep and nobody. 20 yards shy of where the ball wound up.
Yeah, he got man-to-man coverage when the ball was snapped a crossing route. So it was a one-on-one matchup, and Drake May saw it and wanted to go to the speedy receiver down.
He'll learn.
Yep.
2nd and 20. May throws, caught over the 20 to 45 yards.
Thought we might see a little bit more of a push in the interior from Harrison Phillips and Juwan Bridge. There's edge pressure from McDonald and Jermaine Johnson, but because of the room up front, the job that they've done with Bradbury again here. Jets showing pressure.
3rd down and 10. May gets up, picks up a few more. Jets say he was touched, but they're going to spot the ball.
Look at his, he just makes it look so easy. The defensive alert show you the threat of the blitz, picks up by Trevion Henry back there. Sees the man-to-man, got a crosser, knows that Pop Douglas will get separation, makes a route.
In the backfield. Gets it again.
Difference a year makes with the and remember, Kayshon Boutte's not even playing tonight for Braves, but Kyle Williams, you got Hunter Henry, who's obviously been here for a while, but there's so many options on the perimeter, and against us, they can pay every single time.
5 wide, empty here, half a minute to go in. This is Demario Douglas.
I mean, he's 22 at 27. He won't take any compliments. You try to, boy, you only missed 5 passes. Well, you know, they ask you this, say this. He's just being himself.
Well, you've already booked him.
There's a very strong chance they get to at least 13 wins.
3rd down and 5 here. They convert a relatively easy schedule to this point, and their schedule for the rest of the way, according to what the records would be. By the time they face the Ravens, maybe Baltimore is above that, but they got the Bengals, the Giants, the bye.
Be heavily favored at Baltimore.
With Buffalo is back here. They've already beaten them at Orchard Park. May, flag is down.
Number 29 defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
Sean Jarvis. Brownlee.
Downfield, grabs there, flag comes out. That's where Mac Hollins started.
So 1st and 10 now, the ball at the 23. Excuse me, Dearness Johnson, the ball carrier that time. John to begin with, only 3 touchdowns tonight.
Imagine now that Henderson's gaining experience, wait till Mondre Stevenson, Jennings and Johnson both getting an opportunity tonight. But Stevenson involved in not only running the ball.
Fake to him, look out, and they finally get to May. Jermaine Johnson.
And he goes up against Hunter Henry, who's going to start here, work his way over, and now when he gets to the other for a tight end to do, especially when you're moving over and you're going up against a guy that had the torn Achilles a year ago for the Jets.
10-yard sack, 3rd down and 15. May period tonight. He had been sacked 12 times over 2 games until last week when he was sacked just
well. Days, great hooper back in high school. Nice move. They didn't blitz there. They just stunned.
44-yard attempt for the rookie Andy Boragalis to try to extend the lead to 12:06 left in the 4th quarter. For they did.
Oh,
here he was
Jets
earlier.
Guitar.
5-yard line. 8-yard line. You know, I was thinking about Bob Kraft back in.
Yeah, you told me that.
Right. So they were playing at the old stadium here, which was a garbage dump, and he really wanted to build a stadium. It's, you know, pretty good trek from Boston, as we know.
Yeah.
But of course, this is
here for Patriots fans.
Right. They moved in the year after they'd won the Super Bowl. There it is, the 6 Super Bowl championship banners.
And I think to be Bill Belichick. He played for Bill Belichick. He knows the Patriot way. This is a tight-knit team, and he's right in the middle of it, the way he communicates.
Well, he had, you know, a good amount of success in Tennessee. Was there for 6 years. Didn't end happily, and as an advisor. And then they brought the right guy back.
Yeah,
pretty evident right now. Can he get around the corner? Well, he almost gets to the line to gain. Let's see where they mark it.
An effort to be able to pick up this 1st down. The Patriots do a really good job on the edge here, anticipating position. Did a heck of a job, but that's just an individual effort there by 7 to get that 1st down.
Fields, who's 10 of 15, slides away. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he got pressured that time and had to get rid of it. But I started to look at all these players that they signed this year. You know, they have 8 guys that play and start them. And I think because of that, you play with a chip on your shoulder. And I think as this defensive unit, they play as a...
Time Jack Gibbons takes care of Brees Hall, 3rd down.
Another guy, Jack Gibbons, released at some point in his career. This defense, very rangy, 6'3", 242-pounder. Was with Tennessee, with Raiders all over this defense. Other than Christian Gonzalez, you got a bunch of guys that just kind of are upset.
Yeah, well, the Patriots put a big premium in the offseason on signing a lot of...
represent their head coach, Mike Vrabel. You know, with the way they play with that chip. This ball actually went off one of his... Before it went to Williams, it hit John Simpson.
So now Austin... Where? Into the end zone. Touchback.
I don't think 10 knows pressure. He has made throws tonight at different levels, hitting those intermediate throws. Locate Diggs. Here, Diggs takes 2 defenders, no problem. Step up, throw to Trevion Henderson, who came out. Get to him, you're in trouble. Under pressure tonight, 9 of 10 for 113 and a touchdown.
Well, you saw those numbers as May throw over 100 yards, 9 catches, 106 for Stephon.
Yeah, he is on a sail route that's a stop, and he just puts it right on him in between that zone defense. He just settles in there on 1st and 10.
So May 19 yards shy of Tyler Barron, who smells it out perfectly. Loss of 6.
Good discipline on the, but good awareness and discipline there by 94. Right away saw it. And then the tough thing is you got to finish him.
It was a healthy scratch last week. That pass is incomplete, intended for Hunter Henry.
There by the rookie, gave him a cushion, but instantly drove down on that throw and was able to get a hand on the body to knock that away. Here's a 4-year starter at Alabama, Malachi Moore. Plays some star, plays some safe.
Deep drop, long throw. He's got Hollins. Can't make the cut.
Yeah, now I think he may have gotten a hand on that. He's pretty confident that he did with his look there. Already in the air. Look at this. It's on the money. And right there, he finishes it just like your coach is going to love that one in the film room. What a play.
7.5 to go in the fourth in a 10-point game in Foxborough. To the last 2 years. It's dropped by Fields, and now it looks like New England has recovered. So with a chance to try to scramble back with a long drive, it ends like that in the first play.
Kind of year for the New York Jets. Snap was fine. Low but fine. No lineman comes back. I mean, that was a mess from the beginning. Got away from him. Lineman came back. Was free, and Jennings able to jump on it. And here's the knockout punch for Drake May and the Patriots.
Trying for the KO. But, well, he's got a chance to score a fourth touchdown.
How about that? This gets better with every gives him an extra offensive lineman.
I just love the way May is in the huddle. You know,
He's saying he's 23. You said it earlier. Looks like he's in his 8th year. That's the way he plays.
Johnson, and then just throws it away. Remember, of course, Caleb Williams was 1, Jaden Daniels 2. This guy was 3. We were talking to him the other day. I asked him, what'd you think?
Go up and get him. I love how the players are drawn to him. Every play, to get everybody pulling in the same direction.
Yeah, they talk about the it factor. 3rd down and 7. The pass.
Michael Clemens got a hand on that.
Looked like it. The way the ball wobbled.
Yeah, 72. It looked like he may have. Remember, we said they have not been getting much of a push. This time they moved Clemens. They brought the line. They're fortunate not to give up a touchdown there.
So the rookie Morigama with 6.5 to go. And we're back in 30 seconds. That's the first turnover in the game. And still, we brought it up before. I mean, it's incredible that
the way they're built, they have to win with defense, special teams, and field position. And a big part of that field position is not having offense. I mean, how many yards passing? 75 yards passing.
Yeah.
You've seen that most of this year. Not everybody being on the same page, and makes it tough when you're down 13 late.
Foxborough, 39 degrees. Light breeze.
This feels pretty good, but Rose Bowl on January 1 feels pretty good.
That's great.
That feels pretty good.
There you go. What do I know? Just throwing it out there for you. Here's Phil.
13, and they start dropping back in the pocket, and their opponent knows that they're going to throw the football. They're still trying to figure this out, the continuity. And then you got guys that don't have to worry about anything except getting after the quarterback.
I think that's his first sack since 2023. Yard line to Mason Taylor. Let's go to Kaylee.
Guys, it was back in the opening drive of the game, but it's like just a total of 8 snaps tonight, and the Patriots finally told me that he has been ruled out. He is not on the sideline.
Hopefully it'll help him like a mini bye after tonight. Valuable player, spent a lot of money on him.
Well, Fields is going to take off. Fields looking for that first down marker and might have gotten there.
You mentioned eventually come up with another one. He actually on the twist, he's there, finish it. Tough to bring Justin Fields down.
45. You talk about Milton Williams. They spent so much money on him. Only Chris Jones among the interior defensive line. Tonga getting the big mid on it. 2nd down and 10.
Besides Milton Williams, who Barmore was a second-round draft pick. Tonga they just brought in from Arizona this year. Landry in front, and they've got depth where they rotate other bodies in there.
Short gain here. That's Jeremy Ruckert making that grab. It'll be 3rd down.
I know how you've been asking. An idea with our AI model, they need to score by 3:25 with 1 predicted.
How will that affect that?
I just read it. I don't know.
Open, caught. to the 33-yard line. They convert here. John Mechie makes that grab first.
On the outside, he's had a few drops tonight. Mechie more of a slot guy, and he's another guy that came out of Alabama.
Incomplete at the 30-yard line, trying to get that to Isaiah Davis. So Fields is 4 times has been 60 or less.
Yeah,
that's news.
It is news. And their eyes with his feet, and then you can still have an opportunity to throw the football.
Surveying. Going to take off again. Going to get the first down again. And
pops back, and everybody's covered, and he takes off and picks up first downs. That's
67 yards and the touchdown. He's averaging 6.5 per pop.
And I'm just surprised how much it's again, it's been their best opportunity to pick up positive yards.
Pass a little short. Gonzalez was right there taking care of it. Intended for Mitchell that time. 2nd down and 10.
Now he's got to stack him, which is tough to do. Gonzalez is so smooth. Sometimes you forget how fast he really is. Sherm about that. In the entire league, has great length, but is so fluid and smooth in transition.
Caught and fighting his way. This time is Ruckert again, setting up another 3rd down. Clock.
Justin Fields needs to have a lot more urgency right now with the Jets, because it's not just about scoring. They got to get a kick. Let's go. Aaron Glenn's right. Stepped over because they made an adjustment. A substitution that gives the Patriots time.
Fields under pressure. Down he's going to go at the 15, setting up a 4th down.
That internal clock on 3rd and 2. Primary's not there. Go. You know, he's just.
It would behoove them to get the playoff, and they do before the 2-minute warning. Broke it up, intended for Ruckert there. Turn it over on downs, and that takes us to the 2-minute warnings. 9-2 and cementing a winning season at this point. Patriots now can chew up the clock.
This has been fun to watch. Mike Vrabel. You know, you talk about changing a culture and getting a team to. He's coaching the punt team. He's coaching a lineman. He's coaching the linebackers. I don't know if there's a guy in a blue jersey that had been. My kids, his son Tyler and my twins Jake and Ty, his first coaching job that he had. He won a Super, and he coached that 7- and 8-year-old team, flag football, exactly the way he can to these players. And of course he's tough and he's demanding, but they love that because he's authentic. He's himself.
That's their 2nd timeout. Stop it here with 1:49. Kaylee, what you got?
Guys, Mike Vrabel coach has been everything he could have asked for as a rookie. And leaving home in Louisiana was difficult, he said. Playing high school football was. And as Milton Williams reminded us, guys, Vrabel will talk some junk to you too.
Your knees. And it doesn't matter if it's Drake May or whoever it is. The other thing is, whether you're a practice squad guy or Drake's
way. Henderson for a first down. I mentioned before the break, I said, this will cement a winning season. 9-8. This is a team 4-13 in each of the last 2 years. Coming up with Carissa and the ahead to the weekend. So the Jets have one. A lot better to be the MVP than the mayor of anything, right?
Oh yeah. This is pretty much what it's been. He completed 74% of his passes tonight. They're re-energized, and they should be. It's a good football team.
And it's, of course, an area that's so during the Brady era, and they got it right. They got, at least to the moment, they got the right coach. They got the right quarterback. Right now in New England, 8 straight wins and a 9-2 mark. Steve Wilkes.
Yeah.
So that's the way it ends tonight in Foxborough. First game of Thursday Night Football. Don't go anywhere now because Chris and the